Hello, I'm Dr. Hilary Jones, GP and medical broadcaster. Some of you may have seen me crop up from time to time on breakfast television over the years. And right now, I want to tell you that I've teamed up with Pall Mall Medical, and I want to answer any frequently asked questions about blood testing, screening for blood disorders and any other problems with the organs around the body. So here we go. Keep watching, and I hope it's useful. First of all, what is a blood test and what are they for? Well, a blood test can be a very easy screening technique to look at certain conditions and diseases that are occurring within the body. And it's very helpful to allow doctors to assess how well our organs are working. For example, our liver, our kidneys, our thyroid gland, and our heart, of course, as well. So a blood test can be a very useful general screening test for all sorts of different things. Can I get blood tests carried out privately? Well, yes, you can, and many people do. It's a really simple way of assessing how well you are and whether anything is going on that you should know about. It can test a range of things, infections, right through to cancer, diabetes, and anemia. It's very simple to book a test. You simply pick up the phone and you call the clinic and you make your appointment. And it's done independently of the NHS, so it's completely at your leisure to do this should you choose to do so. Where can I get these private blood tests carried out? Well, Pall Mall Medical can provide these services at Liverpool or Manchester or Newton Le Willows, any of their clinics there. What conditions or diseases can private blood testing detect? Well, blood tests range enormously in their scope, and there are something like 1,500 different tests to choose from, which will detect certain conditions. We can look at vitamin levels, hormone levels, we look at the blood itself, and we can determine how well various organs in the body are functioning. Furthermore, blood testing can look at a range of sexual health issues and sexually transmitted infection concerns, and some of these tests are available whilst you wait within just 15 minutes. What are common blood tests that people might consider taking? Well, Pall Mall Medical offers a baseline screening service for blood testing, which covers a whole range of diseases and gives general peace of mind once those results come back as normal. And of course, private testing gives people discreet confidentiality that they may seek, for example, if they're having smear tests as well. How long does a blood test take? Well, by and large, you'll be done and dusted within 10 minutes. It's as quick as that. And you also have the option of talking to a private GP who can advise you as to what type of blood test and what range you should have. How long would you have to wait to get a blood test back? Well, by and large at Pall Mall, you'll have your results within just 24 hours, and results are available in person, by email, or of course, over the phone. How much does it cost to have a private blood test? Well, of course, a lot depends on the type and number of tests that you have, because each test is priced individually. But at Pall Mall, at the clinic there, they test as a baseline blood test 30 different parameters, and that will cost you £127. Does a blood test hurt? Well, let me first reassure you that at Pall Mall Medical, all the nurses are carrying out blood tests day in, day out, and they have carried out thousands of these tests over the years. The important thing to do is to not be embarrassed if you've had a bad experience in the past. If you felt a bit faint when having blood drawn in the past, if you've had any bleeding or discomfort, tell them, don't be embarrassed, tell them, and they will make sure that this experience is a more comfortable one. Can a blood test detect cancer? The simple answer to this is that a baseline blood test looks at all sorts of things. It looks at blood cells created in the bone marrow, so it could detect cancer of the blood or of the lymphatic system, but there are specific tests that are more appropriate to people with, say, a family history of ovarian cancer. So depending on what you're looking for, the blood test can be created to suit you and your needs.